In the top right, the Undead Emperor, it is Happy. And in the bottom left, it is Foggy. We are in the game, boys. We are locked in for this grand finals. It's going to be one heck of a grand finals as well. And we are in. Is it in? It's in. Is it in? Some of you guys have heard that before. But we are in the game. Foggy in the bottom left of Concealed Hill. Happy in the top right. Wonder if Happy's going to do some crazy shenanigans. It looks like DK Ghoul opener. We've seen Undead players do that a lot. I was thinking maybe Warden, but it's not going to be Warden. It's going to be Keeper from Foggy. And just DK Ghouls. See this a lot. We see this a lot from, what's it called? From Happy. Opening DK Ghouls. Naga second. Lich third, you know. Trying to put on some damage. Push the tempo faster, harder, stronger. Scooter. Keeper Archers so far. How many hours is Bidoux's delay? I mean, not very delayed. A couple minutes. Just the right amount, all right? Just the right amount.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Keeper going to come out. And the creeping shall begin. Acolyte actually getting ensnared, which is quite annoying. If Happy steals this Ogre, I'm going to scream. Keeping an eye on the Acolyte. Not going to get much damage done, but the DK is coming out. Skelly Rod. I don't think he buys Dust either. No, he doesn't. And he's going for the creeps. Wait, no. Oh, he's not pulling any Skellies? That's interesting. Maybe because he knows that the Wisps are going to be around. Okay, DK grabs the gloves. Keeper gets level 2, picks up some decent items. Cloak and gloves are decent. DK. Creeping up as well. Going to go to the turtles. Creep that up. And backpack very early. Tells me that the DK wants to go aggressive and go across the map. And that's why you get backpack really early. So that Ghoul can bring you that extra Skelly Rod because the DK is not going to get it. However, he is going to creep with the turtle. So that'll be level 2. He's very worried about an early expansion. He's very worried about an early expansion from Foggy. Foggy's not doing that. Coming to the top, going to creep the crab. Very common creep route for the elf. At the same time, DK hits level 2 from the turtles thanks to the Ghoul run by on the top of the map there. And yeah, what are we seeing from Foggy? Really just a clean tech with a few archers. There we go. Keeper. Getting chased now. There's some ghouls across the map with the aura. Could be pretty annoying. Happy looking to capitalize on the situation. We've seen Happy in situations that, I mean, that Amazonia surround was one of them, where if you give him just like the whiff of something, he will take it. And he normally doesn't mess it up. Okay. Keeper being super annoying. Almost level 3 as well. This is kind of scary. There's still this creep camp here as well. Could use Tree Ants to get level 3 if he wants, but he's going to creep the other crab. That'll be level 3 as well. And here come the Tree Ants to buffer. I do worry about Happy giving this up. I don't know if he should be able to or should be doing that. This will be level 3 for the Keeper if he gets all of it. Doesn't though. Happy with the steal. Oh my god. He's actually going to keep this Keeper away from level 3. This is amazing. So far, so good. The ghouls as well. Replenishment picked up by one of the ghouls. Going to be able to bring that to the DK. And no expansion again from Foggy, right? Just going into straight... Oh, there is an expansion. Tree of Life right here, actually. Very far away, though. But very safe, and that's what Foggy knows. So Foggy knows that Happy's whole point is to simply scout and cancel this early, nip it in the bud while he can. Happy's scouting has been tremendous. This Keeper will definitely get level 3, but he might lose an Archer for this. There's Dust on the DK, and there's level 2 Coil, which is very deadly. Aura going to have to be used here. Keeper picks up 3 from that camp, and now he's got the Entangle. Could use a Coil. There we go. There's one Archer going down. I mean, there's a lot more level 2 coils where that came from as well. Tier 3 tech on the way. Still no second hero from Happy. He's definitely able to get a Naga if he wanted to, but I feel like, you know, without the ghoul buffer, you're really just kind of forcing it. This is probably going to be a Lich second. Naga is usually for like a quick get ahead, pick up a few archers, start to take map control, but he's having that map control without necessarily relying on that second hero. Ghoul's in the back, tons of wood for Happy at this point. Ghoul going to be scouting where these wisps are. Demon Hunter with a nice mana burn. Demon Hunter second, very common in this matchup. Keeper Demon, super strong, and as the second hero gets stronger for the Night Elf player, that Demon Hunter becomes incredibly stacked. Of course, mana burn, never hurt nobody. Keeper's just chilling. This is a weird position. Tree of Life coming up. Demon Hunter obviously wants to solo creep this for best, you know, for experience gain, but the Keeper sitting out front. This is very weird. This could be that second hero coming out trying to creep the lab, like a Jack from Foggy, but he's actually going to go back and try to defend because the DK is being super annoying right now at the expansion. That could have been a very cute play from Foggy, though. I'm not going to lie. And so far, I don't see much value here coming from Happy other than the delaying the creep, but Foggy's just going to do this in his face anyway. No mana burns, so he won't be able to last hit. Entangle now on the DK. Needs to right-click this Knoll. He will be able to get it. So this whole camp's going to go to Foggy at this point. The Lich actually coming across the map as well. Crystal Ball, not a very good item. Staff over to the DK. Oh, sorry, the DK, sorry, Staff's over to the Lich. Demon Hunter going to get level 2. AP, early AP from Foggy as well. And this is not going to be Gargs. This is just going to be straight up Undead with a lot of ghouls, rather, at the beginning. But this is a Fiend transition into Destroyer. So this is going to be the normal Undead style. And I think maybe Foggy thinks Gargs, but it's not going to be the case. Anyway, I don't think this is going to stop Foggy from doing what he wants to do. Obviously, a lot of Dryads going to be pumped out. Probably going to stay on tier 2 for a bit longer. Just pump out mass Dryads. We saw Moon do that against 120. Just commit the Dryads, that's all. Lots of Dryads off that expansion, if you can get it. And here comes that inevitable lab camp that Happy wants to creep out. I don't think he has Ghoul Frenzy yet. Ghoul Frenzy on the way, as well as Destroyer form. But he does have the Orb, and this is going to be a lot of experience very quickly. The Lich isn't going to be able to soak up all of it, but it's still a very good camp. And honestly, Happy at this point just goes for volume. I think you just want to keep creeping. So like the lab, yeah, is good, but then he's going to pull the red, then he's going to pull the other red. He's just going to creep everything at once. This is a money sheep actually blocking. Is, yeah, okay, with Entangle, he should be able to lock that in, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, the Nova. The Nova could be big. There's a Nova here and a coil. Happy gets it. Oh my god, but the item goes to Foggy. But he's going to have to pop that right away, the potion of invuln. Wait, was it an invuln? No, he got claws plus 12. But he does pop his consumable right away. I was going to say, you can't drop an invuln there. Okay, claws plus 12 is very decent on that Demon Hunter, but having to soak up that invuln is kind of annoying right off the bat.
Players' forces are under attack.
Would have probably wanted to do that in the middle of a fight, but the Demon Hunter going to get level 3. Probably just buy another invuln. Replenishment is decent. Can't believe Happy got that experience, though. That's so annoying. It's not really about the experience there. It's more like about the item, which, you know, Foggy did get, but... And a very early 47 food expansion for Happy. And he kind of has to. I mean, Foggy's mining right now. Totally fine. 48 supply. He's actually banking, which wood is going to be an issue. But other than that, Happy's going to have a lot of wood and the expansion going down. This Keeper timing is impeccable, though. The Keeper going to have Treants, going to be able to cancel this right away. He actually uses the Entangle on the Acolyte and runs away. So he's going to get the Acolyte, but he's not going to be able to cancel the expansion. And the Destroyer in the air is going to stop the Entangle. So Foggy's not getting anything. Oh, no. Oh, that could have been bad. Surround on the Keeper, but he does staff out. Where does he staff? He staffs the main base, actually. Demon Hunter going to be soaking up a lot of this red camp, though. Soapy Mass dropped from the Fountain, which is good. And the Demon's going to get very close to level 4. And honestly, with an Orb, level 4 Demon so early. Look at the hero levels. It's 4-2 to 3-4. Foggy has been creeping up like crazy. And that was Happy's goal. Happy's whole thing was, I'm going to creep up like crazy. What are you going to do, right? But this is getting a little dicey. I honestly don't even know what the third hero is going to be for Happy yet. I don't think he's going to make that decision until a bit later. He might just stick on double hero. Keeper comes back in. Wants to try again. No destroyer here this time, but a couple acolytes getting rallied in. This should be able to kill a lot. Yeah, he's going to get one acolyte. He might get a few acolytes here. Is this a full committed TP? It is. It's a full committed TP. Happy. TP's up front. Heal scroll passed onto the keeper. The frenzy ghouls are so quick and they're under the control of Happy. Happy does not mess the movement up. Needs to get on top of some of these archers. Does get one. But now the Dryads have a pretty good spread against the ghouls, and some of these ghouls are going down. It's very hard to micro this if you are Happy, but some of the Dryads going down, this is definitely worth. The Fiends are still the big bulk of this army. One Garg just to push, I think, to be annoying. One archer going down. Happy still with very good exchanges. 58 supply to 68 apiece. And actually, this is a transition. This is not to be annoying. Happy actually wants to transition into Gargs. And I don't think Foggy's going to really know about this. Unless he really shows them, like, early on. But that's kind of weird, right? More and more Dryads being pumped out. The Fiends are decent, though. Happy feels like he needs to change it up. Still no orb on any of these heroes. Would love to go back home to the shop and grab an orb of Venom. Good items on this Lich so far, of course. Robe, orb, gloves, invuln. DK a little bit naked, though. And this can get a little bit scary because the Demon Hunter packs a punch. Especially with Entangle if the Destroyer is out of position, which it hardly ever is with Happy. But this could still be a deadly position for Happy. Probably has to go home, buy a TP, but he's been investing so much in his army. I mean, there's so many Gargs at this point. He hasn't really had time to bank up and rely on his items, per se. Dryads with 2-2, by the way. 2-2 upgrades on these Dryads. No upgrades for Happy. 2-2 mass Dryads. 79 supply, nothing but Dryads. And this time, still no Orb of Venom. Oh, he's tier 2. He's not going to have Orb of Venom. He needs to rely on the Dryads. Oh, the Lich taking a bit of damage, but there's tons of coils. Tons of coils where that came from. Surprised he went for the Nova or the Mana Burn so early on the Lich. Good micro so far from Foggy, actually. The Garg's trying to get good surface area, but they're not really doing it. Happy tanking a lot on his DK. I would love to see maybe the Demon Hunter just right-click this DK because it is a problem still that Happy doesn't have solved. Demon Hunter trying to get some damage done. 66 supply to 60. Level 4 on the Lich now. Demon Hunter taking a bit of damage. The Dryad's getting pretty low. Is Happy just kind of holding this? The tier 2, I mean, you're supposed to go for mass and damage, but he's really just not seeing that much efficiency out of this. The Garg's transition, I think, is kind of messing Foggy up a bit. Also, the Gargs, for some reason, have stayed alive. Would love to see maybe a tech to tier 3 if Foggy does win this fight, or even a semblance of this fight, because we're starting to see how the tier 2 mass isn't really the greatest. Is he winning? Is he plowing through? The DK still has the pusher gritter healing the Fog. Oh, the Keeper takes a bit of damage. He's going to have to force that TP. And still, this is a one fight from Happy. Even though the supplies are very, very close, this is still a one battle from Happy because the Garg's going to be so easy to replenish. And the tier 2 mass didn't pay off. I would love to see a transition here to tier 3, and we are seeing it. Okay. Foggy agrees that just the mass Dryads aren't going to do it. The Gargs, you know, especially like you kind of force that. It's a great play from Happy because you know he's on tier 2. You know he can't shoot up. And it's like, what can you have to shoot up other than the Dryads? And then you just ping off with the Fiends, with the Lich. It's kind of smart. Like, it's kind of like Happy forcing tier 3, which obviously is a cost dump for Foggy because he's going to stop his production tech. Foggy's not ahead by that much. Blub 1334 with the 10 months. Appreciate it. And Happy's just going to sit at this Nerubian. Foggy can still get some damage done, though, before tier 3 hits. Like, look, the demon wants to right-click that Garg. You can't, bro. Happy starting to get upgrades as well. Tree ants coming in.
A player's forces are under attack.
More and more Gargs. Foggy trying to get in a good position. The supplies are dead even, and honestly, this is probably Happy's best time to fight, if we're being honest with each other, because right now Foggy about to put down a second expansion, which Happy can't scout because he has mass error, but he still can't deviate. He needs to keep this tight with the army. I would like to see if Happy can poke up here. If he can get his army here, I would love to see a poke at the mine. Yeah, Demon's so close to level 5 right now. Yeah, the Gargs are going to poke and see, and he's going to be able to see that this tree is being built. AP also in the front. And this will be a canceled tree. Tree gets canceled. Nice play. Does he lose a Garg for that? No, he doesn't. So everything pretty clean from Happy. Cancels the tree. There's another Wisp here, though. The tree of life goes back down away from the tree line as well. So if Gargs commit, I mean, they're going to have to commit into the army. And Foggy right now, you don't have to do anything right now. Tier 3 hits. He grabs the orb on the Demon Hunter. He could just sit here all day. There's not much to creep. A couple greens. There's no reason to move. Is he getting the 3 upgrades? He is. Plus 3 attack on the way. 2-1. I mean, Happy's really banking out these, cranking out these upgrades, rather. About to be 3-2 to 2-2. And it was 2-2 to 0-0. One statue getting pretty much out of juice.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, Foggy will sit here all day, guys. He has no reason to move out. If you move out, it's a mistake. You have both expansions. You don't have a TP, though. And Happy's way of taking that map control, Dreadlord 3rd, by the way. Happy's way of taking that control would be to fight at this expansion, force a TP, while you dual prong attack this this expansion. That would be my guess. Or to just take a fight. One orb on the demon. Would love to see another orb possibly on the keeper. Panda comes in 3rd. Both these players just hard countering exactly what the styles tell them to do. I mean, Dreadlord, Happy's obviously very confident that these Gargs are going to kill the Dryads and there must be a win transition. I don't think that Foggy agrees, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the tree's going to come up. Tree ain't going to scout. No real deviation here. He sees the 3rd crypt, so he knows that Happy's sticking to Gargs. 100% he's sticking to Gargs. Maybe that forces the win transition, but I think Foggy's very confident that these Dryads are going to win this fight. No heal scrolls yet for Happy. Would love to see him maybe pop one on each of the heroes. Likewise with Foggy. Love to see the Panda plant right here too in Breath of Fire. Vision though. Not as good as ours. Foggy just wants to make real sure that he knows exactly what he's going up against. And honestly, if Foggy locks in this expansion, certainly we're going to see double wins. Probably right here or something. Or maybe even right here.
A town is under siege.
Because if he can lower that guard count down, I mean, the transition is not going to be Mass Fiends. It's just going to be Gargs. 80 supply for Foggy with a nice bank. 79 for Happy with the same type of bank here. I mean, you could technically lose all of these Gargs, force wins, and transition into Fiends. Especially with the bears coming out, like a Fiend Destroyer transition is viable. Yeah, the Dreadlord, a lot of people in the chat's having a hard time understanding the Dreadlord. Dreadlord is a tough one. It's very weird. I do think it's for, like, sleep on Panda. I think it's for late game hips. I think Happy was very much sure that this would come down to an air battle, and Foggy is not obliging that. Okay, now he is. AP. Pretty sure he's going to build 2 wins. Foggy does not have to move, though, guys. Keep in mind, he does not have to move. Bringing the Wisps here is very weird. Okay, unless they're APs. Second orb on the Panda. No Breath of Fire yet. And this shop will be the... Okay, each hero has orbs. This is just a defensive shop. Probably for Mana Pot. Maybe even anti-magic. Gonna come down to a fight. Lots of Moonwells being built for Foggy. Foggy definitely knows that this is going to be the spot of contention. Only 4,500 left in 61 in Happies, 45 in Foggies. But this is the big cheese right here. This big 12,000. Lots of APs being built as well. Happy unsummoning for 97 supply. He goes, you know what? You got the expansion up. I'm just gonna hit you. Does he have 3/3 kicking in? 3/3 about to kick in at the same time. Heal scrolls, 1 on the DK. Can't click the heroes. And 1 on the Lich. Gonna get 1 more for the Dreadlord. There we go. He's got 4. How many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Happy's going for it. These bears, utterly useless. Absolutely useless as 1 bear. Unless it's for, like, Roar. Which I'm sure it is. Mass Dryads.
Forces are under attack.
Yep, there's the Roar, I guess, on the plus 27 demon. Quickly eats it. And Happy's just going to go straight to the other expansion because it's a little out of place. And is there a TP in place? There's no TP for Foggy. That's a dead tree. That's just way too much DPS. You can't even really repair it. All the Wisps go down. There we go. That's a clean break. And actually, Happy has a chance to take this expansion if he wants. He does have the Acolytes here in the army. He could definitely take this. And this could actually be a position that Happy's in now, where he could do the same thing. Like, he could actually take the expansion and just sit on it. That would be awesome. Foggy really trusting in the power of Dryads. Oh, this is it. Breath of Fire. Oh, man. This is a nightmare. This is so many Gargs on top. I think Foggy's kind of screwed. There's way too many Gargs on top, and the splits are pretty good. Sleep on the Demon Hunter, too. That's your biggest DPS pointer. Absolutely out of the fight right now. Dispel comes in really quick, though. Happy still here. The Keeper gets deleted from the game. Happy is just going full balls to the walls here. The Panda taking a bit of damage as well, but the main focus is to get these Dryads out. There is no bank for Foggy. This is going to be at 65 supply to still 79. The Panda now in a lot of trouble. Level 1 Panda just kind of gets nuked down. There's no more mana here. And actually, the Dryads still chopping down on these Gargs. The statue's not healing too much. Another one goes down. The Lich actually a little bit exposed. There's no coil. Lich pops that invuln. And Happy needs to reposition. Happy does reposition here. The Demon Hunter starting to right-click a bit more. The Moonwells. There's tons of Moonwells here. Demon taking a bit of damage. There is a staff on the Panda. Saves that Demon Hunter, but now he's in the main base. He needs to get back over into the fight. There's still so many Gargs in the air. The Dryads are starting to drop. 1, 2, 3, 44 supply to 67. Happy's surely done it. He's at least won the fight. More AP is going to be killed. Tons of Breath of Fire here if he wants it. Actually, I think he went Drunken Haze. Not a bad play, actually, but it's not going to work out. Demon Hunter needs to right-click, but the Panda gets staffed out from the Demon. Demon Hunter trying to right-click this Lich. The DK is about to have another coil soon. There's so many Gargs still. 1 Dryad about to fall. 60 supply against 34. Yeah, Foggy's kind of just been destroyed here. And this is only mine. Happy killed the other one. Level 6 DK. This is the only time for Foggy's income to actually climb right now. He's got all 3 heroes left. Only a handful of Dryads in a Dream. Needs to right-click now. Honestly, needs to go for hero focus if he can. Tries to go for the DK. The DK is a little too tanky at this point, I think. And I think game 1 is going to go to Happy. With the decision to go to 100 food. Keep in mind, guys, if he did not try to push at 100 food, he would have lost. If he pushed at 80 versus 80, he lost. That decision to push at 98 food was definitely the play. Because look how close this kind of was. I mean, that initial fight impact wouldn't have been the same if it was even. And it goes down again. The keeper now is next for dinner. GG's called and 1-0. 1-0 for Happy. You know, I didn't hate that game. I thought that was cool. That decision, though, if Happy goes in 90 supply, 80 supply, he loses that game. He loses that game 9 times out of 10. But Garg's getting it done. In the top left of Tide Hunters. Tide Hunters, brother. Yeah, Tide Hunters. Roll Tide on Tide Hunters. It's Foggy. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I do stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Bottom right, we do have Happy opening up Crypt Altar again. Probably going to see that DK Ghoul style. You know what's funny? I've seen a few games of Tide Hunters. Yeah, you know, I've seen a few games of Tide Hunters, and honestly, Undead versus Elf, it always comes down to mass air. It always comes down to mass air. It's called National Hockey League because everyone from every nation can play in it. I mean, the teams are stationed in America and Canada, but the players are certainly not all American and Canadian, that's for sure. All right? It's a National Hockey League. It's about individual nationality, okay? All right? That's why it's called the National Hockey League. Just all the money's in America. All right, here we go. Acco Scout again. Double Wisps scouting as well. Probably going to see the same thing. Like I said, this map always comes down to mass air. For some reason. Couldn't tell you why. DK Ghouls. 4 Happy. I mean, it's very easy to creep on this map. It's ridiculous. Hey, Bidoux, why did the Lich get benched by his coach during his hockey games? He kept getting called for non-stop icing. Oh, yeah. Well done. That was a good one. That's good. That's not bad at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Keeper. That's definitely a dead Accolade, right? You can entangle it? You got Treants? Yeah, you got Treants. You can entangle it. Might actually go down to the creeps. Okay, Keeper. Creeping up. This is interesting. The Acolyte's actually been scouting this, but this is a weird creep camp. And actually, Happy is taking the camp that Foggy would have normally wanted to take. Keeper going to get level 2. DK still sneaking up a bit.
The player's forces are under attack.
This Acolyte's definitely going to die, right? Oh, man. This Accolade has seen some stuff. Rest in peace, Bible Thumps. This Accolade has lived a long life. DK still stealing a lot. Actually, the side creep at the same time. This is going to be level 2. Whether he likes it or not. Whether Foggy likes it or not. Tech comes in for both players. Backpack as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy loves this backpack style, especially when the DK goes across like this. He's been finding a lot of routes. Creep routes that involve the DK and not necessarily much sticking the whole army there, you know? Similar to what Human does. You know how like Human usually solo creeps this with like militia while they're creeping something else? Like, look at this. And then if things get dicey, you just backpack. If you feel pressure coming on, you just backpack. I love to see it. DK getting very close to level 3 at this point, but this is going to be the expansion creep, and the Tree of Life is coming up right outside the expansion. But Happy's fully aware of this. I mean, it's so common on Tidehunters to open up expansion. In fact, we'll probably see Happy do it at maybe 47 supply, if not very early tier 3. Graveyard coming down, tier 2 tech. I wouldn't even be surprised if he does a tier 2 expand with the Gargs, but I think he does definitely like that, some early tier 3 action. The orb is so good. Okay, Hunter's Hall coming up for Foggy. Interesting Hunter's Hall timing. This is going to be lowers again? Gonna do double lures again, eh, bucko? Alright. More Dryads. For Mr. Fogginator. A lot of ghouls here. A lot of wood here for Happy. Maybe he'll pull them eventually if he sees a play. And honestly, a ghoul pull right now would be money. What's here stopping? There's nothing. If Happy pulled all these ghouls right now, how would Foggy win? Tell me. I want to know. There's no way. Nobody does this anymore, you know? Vortex used to do this. Just pull the ghouls and just push. Oh, I miss Vortex already. Rest in peace to a legend. Better come back to the game. Or else. Tier 3 tech. Yeah, okay, he is going to go for tier 3 before he expands. But surely we will see an expansion. Lures. One lore so far. Is this wood scuffed? Could see another lore potentially. Everything just seems kind of really delayed for Foggy. He's having a hard time. Keeper trying to come in, get some damage done. He's not going to get much damage with the Slaughterhouse. He's going to see everything really. Lich coming out, tier 3 tech. The Wisp here is going to scout for the expansion, but the expansion that I usually see Happy take is this one. DK level 3. The coil could be pretty good, but oh, mana burns right away. He does have another coil left, but the Demon Hunter's just going to give chase at this point. Mana burn. He does throw that coil down before he can get mana burn, getting full value, but the Age of War will certainly go down. And there goes a big creep timing for the Demon Hunter. DK actually staffs out because he's getting right-clicked a bit too much. And the Fiend transition is in. And this time, actually, we might not see ghouls until, or sorry, Gargs until much later. Happy wants to do that. He always does that. He forces a little bit of early Fiends. I think it's because he really likes that timing with the orb. And honestly, Fiends with the Lich, they hit different. It's like, mwah, it just hits, it hits real nice. I think Happy's aware of that. Likes the Fiends in the early, and then when it starts to get a little bit dicey, a little bit ham sandwich, he'll switch it up into the Gargs. Expansion is up. Not yet mining yet. Halfway done. More Wisps getting rallied over. And the double lures with the shop. Sticking on tier 2. We're going to see Foggy stick on tier 2 for a long time again. Mass Dryads until, you know, there's a deviation. Or at least the need for a deviation. But when you're just facing Ghoul, Fiend, Destroyer, not so much. Mass Dryads are actually pretty good. It is weird how, like, the counter to Mass Anti-Air Elf is air. Isn't that funny? Like, Mass Gargs is like the answer for Mass Anti-Air Elf. Like 3 orbs, mass 80 food Dryads. Just make Gargs. It's weird. It's a weird concept this game works in. Just the way the mass works and everything. Orb on the Lich finally. Swaps out with the Belt of Giant Strength. And now with the Orb, he's going to go for the big camp. He's going to go for the Turtles. The Sea Turtle. Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Going to creep that up. Level 3 on the Lich. And a pretty PogChamp item. Demon Hunter very close to level 3. And the Mana Stone dropped as well. So good items, I would say, for the Elf. And here come the Dryad Pump. More Wisps for wood. Foggy's having a hard time with the wood count. How many Wisps does he actually have on wood? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my good sir. That is not enough. I would love to see a Shredder here then, if you're not going to actually commit to trying to fix that with Wisps. Also, you don't really want Wisps in the late game because they just eat up your food cap. You definitely just want a Shredder. What did Happy get? Wand of Mana Stealing from the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Not the greatest item, but we'll see what he gets off this one. I don't think that Foggy can actually stop him from power creeping at this point. Potion of Greater Healing. That's a good one. Pass that over to the Lich. Lich a bit more tanky. In fact, +9 attack on that bad boy. Pretty good. Keeper's going to scout that this is the Tier 3 expansion 46 supply that we normally see. And it is over here. Wow, I'm so good. The Wisp is here. Didn't I say that? I said Happy likes to take this one. Let's go, dude. That's why I get to pay the big bucks, baby. Okay, Lich going to be solo creeping up on the level 4. DK almost level 4 as well. I am so shocked that Foggy has been given these creep camps to Happy like this. This is interesting. This is a really good camp, though. For Foggy. There's a lot of XP here. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is actually a lot of XP. Especially in the early game. Level 4 DK. Burrow and Destroyer form. Okay, Lich level 4. Nice mana burn comes in, but the Nova is there on top. Buys a Circlet. That's an interesting purchase. That is a really interesting purchase. He must have thought that his DK was a little bit naked with just the belt of Giant Strength. Okay, Coil comes in on the Demon Hunter. A lot of Dryads here, and Happy is in a position where he probably can't fight. And if he keeps getting kited like this, this could be bad news bears for Happy. Foggy wants to push the tempo. 66 supply against 53. Foggy's in a position right now where he's kind of in the lead. He just needs to make sure that he's kiting. There's not enough ghouls here to really do much of an impact. And look at the range. The range is so good. Foggy actually saving his mana as well. I would love to see potentially some Triads to bait, but right now he's actually just getting away with not forcing magic at all. Demon Hunter level 4. Staff is on the Keeper. This is really bad for Happy. He's even fighting at the base. There's a Spirit Tower coming up. That's not going to be a Nerubian. Oh, this is not too good for Happy. The good thing is Happy's trying to whittle down that Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter can literally get staffed and staffed right back into the fight. I don't think the Demon Hunter is the right target fire. You should just go for units in this case. Entangle this time on the Lich. Gets eaten, but a little bit of damage and definitely a lock-in on this Lich. Potion of Greater Healing used right away. And these Dryads have just been able to just free range at this point. One Fiend goes down as well. Foggy is dominating this fight. He's got a 20 supply advantage. Can Happy do it? Can Happy do it? I mean, he has to go balls to the walls. Here comes the staff in from the Demon Hunter. Full, well, pretty much full enough. Fullish. Not even close. A little bit over half. Demon Hunter. But still, 69 supply. Expansion looking good. Dryads looking good. What are the upgrades on these bad boys? 2-1. No more ghouls on the field either. I mean, the 3 ghouls of the expansion at this point, that's not going to be doing too much. And Destroyers don't do very well against Dryads. In fact, they don't do anything at all. And this is where you tech to tier 3. Beautiful. I mean, he's already on top of it. Foggy knows, look, I just took a really good fight. I'm in a good position. Now, the only way to close this up is to really just close it up. Lock that suitcase in place, baby. Okay, DK. Lich, level 4 almost. This is a very stacked Lich. Look at that. This is a very strong boy. I really don't even... This is what I talk about. This is the respect. Like, Foggy is allowing Happy to put a Nerubian down, you know, go outside, barbecue a steak. He wants potato salad with that. Why are you giving him so much time, Foggy? Go for the kill. That was an insane fight, and people respect this guy so much, and this is allowing him to have the room. Now, this was just a Spirit Tower before, with a Fiend, and a DK, and 2 Destroyers. You know? You have Staff of Prez. You get 2 upgraded units. I don't understand why people do this, but they do it anyway. Tree of Life being built for Foggy. Foggy obviously wanted to use this time to put up another expansion. With the tier 3 tech, I mean, when you're ahead, obviously get more ahead, but I feel like there was a window to do a lot more damage before the towers came in. And Happy just TP's back. Meat Wagon's coming in as well. This could be a good transition from Happy. Double Meat Wagon. Is there Disease Cloud? There is Disease Cloud already locked in. And in fact, the Fiend's transition is very good on the ground. If the Fiends can get a pretty good surface, then these Meat Wagons can do a lot of damage to those Dryads. And Foggy, you know, he does have the expansion going up. Yes, he does have tier 3 coming up. Yes, but he's starting to lose that window. Double wins. Here we go. The inevitable transition.
A player's forces are under attack.
Something about Tidehunters just, you know, smells like air. Smells like air? Smells like air units. DK with the mana pot and Wand of Mana Stealing. Could be some heavy nukes here, but for the most part, all these heroes are so tanky. The Keeper of the Grove looking like a glass cannon right now. 73 supply versus 76. For some reason, Happy goes from a 20 supply deficit to being ahead by 3 supply, and this is the respect that I'm talking about. You can't give the best player in the world, arguably, this amount of respect. But Foggy does it anyway, and now Foggy, for some reason, finds himself on the defense. It's unbelievable, man. It blows my mind.
A player's forces are under
I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be too critical. But this has got to stop in Europe. You guys want to stop Happy? Then you just have to kill him, man. You're up 20 supply. You know, just go for the jugs. And by jugs, I mean jugular. Don't get it twisted. Okay, here we go. I mean, Foggy's just going to sit here, 77 supply. He wants a little bit of hippogriffs before he can fight those destroyers. And once he gets like maybe a couple of hippogriffs, then he could just start to fight, right? Because the destroyers will be way too preoccupied. The web has to be on point. This is a great choke position for Happy right now, actually. I do say this is a great position. He wants to get that A-bomb in the front, but these Fiends with the Meat Wagons. This is pretty good. Okay, Foggy wants to take this fight. If you can get this Meat Wagons out of the way, this is pretty good for your Dryads, but the Dryads are going to take a lot of Disease Cloud damage. The Meat Wagon's actually doing a lot of damage right now. One bear getting target fire, but there is staff for that. One Meat Wagon about to go down. It does. The Fiends need to get targeted by the bears, but the bears aren't getting too much surface area. In fact, not too much at all. Both bears are about to fall. One goes down. The other one goes down. There's all the bears. You have to rely on the Demon Hunter now. Demon Hunter trying to do some damage, but the DK in the front line. The one A-bomb actually going down as well. 69 supply to 73. Foggy getting pushed back. And Happy holding the line here at the expansion of Foggy. One Meat Wagon still in the back. And honestly, Happy's army does look pretty much locked in place, but there are a couple bears here now. One staff maybe. Oh, he staffs the demon. That's another dead bear. And bears soak up so much experience. Almost level 5 DK here. All right. I mean, how do you even push this? You need a bit more bears, I think, for the surface area. He hasn't even transitioned into hippogriffs at all. He's just relying on the Dryads to kill the destroyers until they no longer can. One destroyer might fall down. Happy's... Oh, Foggy's going for it. But in the meanwhile, he just lost, I think, 4 Dryads chasing that one destroyer. Not worth the trade at all for Foggy. Foggy plummeting a bit in supply heavily. The Demon Hunter is doing a lot of damage on the front end with the bears. Could see a staff. We haven't seen any staffs on any of these bears. They just kind of die. Demon Hunter. Oh, the DK is getting pretty low. He does have that potion of greater healing, though. Gonna have to pop that to stay in this fight, and I think he will. The statue allowing to heal. The DK control has been tremendous, and this is the kind of death ball kite that you get with Undead. It's very hard to deal with.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Foggy just straight up evacuates the expansion. He does have this other one, though, and he hasn't really prioritized. It's been up for a while. He hasn't prioritized the mining on it. I assume he will soon, but he hasn't so far. I think he's forgot about it, actually. Because these wisps aren't going there. Those wisps aren't even on wood. You don't need them on wood either. You have 1,300 wood. Okay, Keeper trying to get some damage done at the expansion of Happy. This is his second expansion. Keeper staff on cooldown. Doesn't want to force a TP if he doesn't need to. And for some reason, like, the demon was so close to level 5, and all of a sudden, like, Happy's just killing it. Like, it's crazy. Foggy didn't really kill anything in that last fight. Oh, the Coil Nova. Keeper goes down. I'd probably just go to game 3 if I could. Yeah. Foggy's got the same idea. We're going to game 3. And Happy going up 2-0 pretty commandingly. You know what? It is what it is. Maybe I'm a little bit inexperienced. Maybe I don't know the pressures of whatever I was just watching there. But I do know that the Foggy had a 20 supply advantage. There was really nothing to defend. He could have at least killed the expansion if he wanted to. But not going to happen. Not going to happen. In the top left, we do have Happy the Emperor. He's looking for a quick 3-0. He's looking for gold. In the top right, we do have Foggy. Foggy, man, this is a good map. He loves Warden on this map. Usually plays Warden all the time, but this Ancient of War placement does make me think that it's not going to be Warden. I could be wrong. It's an interesting AOW. Maybe this is the Warden AOW? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait. Happy's just going to continue with this DK Ghoul style. I don't blame him. I think it's great. He's obviously got the micro for the ghouls down. He's got everything he needs. This is going to be Keeper. It's not going to be Warden. What has previously worked for Foggy, he's decided to change it up and go Keeper every game. Interesting.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, Keeper. Act like gonna scout this, gonna see that there's not a Warden, and this is gonna be Todd says, hey Bidoux, nice shirt. Did you just finish milking the cows before going live? This is not a cow milking shirt, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this a cow milking shirt? This is the worst thing you've ever said to me. It's really harsh. Yeah, I just got off the farm. What's it to you? All right. Got about 18 gallons today. I'm about to be rich. Got to catch up. My crypto account just plummeted this week. Lay off, all right? Okay, DK going to be creeping up. Both players creeping up, but the Keeper's actually coming across early. Oh, does he save this wisp? Oh, he does. Nice save, actually. That was cool because the Skelly just auto-attacked the Keeper. I don't even think Foggy meant to do that. Don't even think he meant to do that. More archers coming in. Tech going to be hitting as well. Ghoul's coming to the top. Probably going to finish off this green. Help that DK get level 2 while he's pushing. Happy's been doing that a lot lately. Just really maximizing efficiency with the creeping. Claws of attack on the ground for the DK. It's going to be a race to the item. It's going to be a race to the item. Happy's going to get it. Okay, early Nerubian from Happy as well. Probably going to see him go for a big camp at this point. Something you want to not contest, i.e. the marketplace. Nope. Oh, I think he sees that Foggy's going down to the shop. Is he actually going to try to put on pressure? I think so. Foggy's going down to the shop, going to buy staff. Probably. Yep. No Tree of Life yet. But Happy is here. Happy's not creeping. Happy wants to intercept units. He's going to catch an archer. Going to catch an archer. Happy, you going to kill it? You're going to break the door down. You going to pay for it? Okay. Foggy going for one of the creeps. He does get the archer as well. Nice. Use that coil. Ensnare on the one archer. Could see potentially... Oh, there's no dust. There's no dust for Happy. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. This might be the first mistake of Happy in the series.
A town is under siege.
Okay, tier 2 is done.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he gets dust from the shop. All right, here we go. He's not messing around. He knows the mistake, and he quickly remedies it with the dust, and Foggy's getting the heck out of there. He doesn't want anything to do with that. Keeper's still level 1, guys. Keeper's still level 1. Look how far the Tree of Life is built. This is about as far as it could get. Level 2 finally for the keeper. But Happy's going to take the rest of the milkshake. He's going to take the rest of this camp. And then what's left really for the keeper? There's the Murloc. There's the marketplace. There's this marketplace. Or sorry, the Merc camp. The marketplace. The shop. Still a lot of contestable camps. And I wonder how Happy's going to play this now. He's scouted that if there is an expansion, it's not being built anywhere here. Yeah, there's nothing left there, Foggy. She gone. Okay. Gonna creep up this shop. Big camp going to Happy again. That's gonna be his level 3. Everything looking very good. Honestly, surprised we're not seeing the double crypt, but it's off of one base. We're not seeing an expansion either. So just a very clean, normal game from Happy. Probably gonna see that tier 3 tech come in as well. Just right down the basket, right down the checklist, a really clean Undead opener. Nothing crazy. Replenishment is amazing for Happy. He's probably going to pop that right now. Probably going to pop that. Nope. All right, well, not going to do it. Foggy, though, taking a bigger camp. That's the marketplace. Gets a good item, Wand of Mana Stealing. Gets closer and closer to level 3 with the Demon Hunter coming in here. Yep. Get that bad boy away from there. I don't know if this is level 3. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, DK. Double lures again from Mr. Foggy. Tree of Life is very far from going up through the expansion. Happy's going to be aware of this, too. Wouldn't be surprised if he keeps... Yep, Skelly's going to scout, first of all, that the marketplace is done, but then this other Skelly is going to be going straight to the gold mine to see what is going on, because, I mean, if you're actually playing one base versus one base with Keeper Demon, it's not going to go well for you. I'm going to hit my tier 3 timing way faster than you. I'm going to be able to just get in your face. Lots of ghouls here as well. The wood count getting very high for Happy. We've seen what happens before with this ghoul timing. Tier 3 about to hit. Halfway done. Oh my god. Plus 15 Lich. That is, well, that's something, isn't it? That's surely something. I mean, I don't know how he does it every game. I don't know how he does it. It's got to be a majority of games. There was one game against X-Lord last week where he didn't get good items. But for the most part, it's just kind of ridiculous. Okay, Demon Hunter gets level 2. Could see a good item here. Pendant. Decent. Periapt is not very good. Makes the Demon Hunter a little bit tankier, but I don't think that the style is necessarily relying on that right now. More Fiends transition in the back statues. Tier 3 on the way. And soon we're going to see the Destroyer form, the Frenzy Ghouls, and that's when Happy goes on the offensive. Sells all of those terrible items, buys one of the circlet. Happy loves circlets, man. I would really love to ask him, like, what is it about the circlet? What do you like about it? Tell me about it. Level 3. Almost on the demon. There we go. Tier 3, not even close. Not even close. And it won't be anytime soon. I mean, Foggy needs units. That's the whole point. Double lures, expansion. You need to pump out at least 16 Dryads. You need to get to 69 supply. Oh, I can't believe he lost last game. Still breaks my heart. Lich about to get level 3. Periapt. Periapt's galore on this map. Okay, the demon trying to right click. Where is that keeper? He's always trying to do some weird invis play with this keeper. I think he's relying on this expansion. And to be honest, the timing is right. I mean, he is expanding. Just a little too early. And honestly, the timings kind of feels bad, man, because Happy's just so happens to be taking this camp right at the same time. It's like, what? A little bit crazy. Level 3 on the Lich now. Level 3 on the DK. About to be level 4. The Demon taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage? Gonna do a lot of damage, hopefully. Gloves. Periapt. And he'll only have an Orb of Venom. That actually blows my mind. This is like the worst items for Foggy. Okay, he's got a clause on the keeper. There is justice in this world.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, this fiend's dead. This is actually a nice pickoff. There we go. Dust. I'd love to pass those claws. Pass those claws. Let that demon reign. Here comes the Ghoul Frenzy with the Destroyer form. Perfectly timed. Nova on the Wisps. Oh my god. Happy gets a lot of those Wisps. And here comes the tree. Tree's about to go down. This is totally worth a TP as well if you want to. But if you could fight out as well, do it. I think Happy's glad to take this and fight out. Foggy caught way off guard in this one. Normally we see a TP out when you get this ahead. But Happy actually notices, wait, hold on. I can actually get more value out of this. DK completely fresh out of mana. Lich almost as well. But this is a clean break as we see this expansion that Foggy would have loved to cancel on his own end, but the timing just didn't work out. Happy doing very, very well in this series. This has honestly just been kind of easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. I've always wanted to be on that show, but they said you need only girls. GG called. Happy's out. Or sorry, Foggy's out. Happy's in. 3-0, that was clean, man. Foggy's just, he's done. He's done. He's ready. We'll go next week. We'll go next week. That was rough, man. That was a rough series. That was a rough series. Yeah. What are you going to do? Happy is so good. I was even saying that earlier today. I said Happy is so solid. Like last week he was playing out of his mind, and the only reason why it was 2-3 against X-Lord was because we saw a completely different X-Lord as well. X-Lord is definitely up top. But I was worried about if Hawk was going to play in the finals. I was going to be like, well, that's a 3-0 because I don't think Hawk is playing confident. But the same can be said about Happy against Foggy right now. Happy is just sheer domination. You know, he's got to be the GOAT right now. He's got to be the GOAT. He's got to be the GOAT.